This material helps inline skaters reach new levels of performance. It helps athletes see the course ahead. This material helps protect their bodies, and it helps protect what goes into their bodies. This material helps keep them safe. One kind of material helps make it possible to do all this for the world's best athletes, today's and tomorrow's. Plastic makes it possible.
Wake up, America. Everything's turning plastic. Even tape. Scotch brand plastic tape. The colored tape that's made of plastic. It's waterproof for mending plastic and rubber. Scotch plastic tape is the colored tape that's stretchy, wraps around tight without bunching, comes in 7 colors and clear. Can you be without Scotch plastic tape? I can't. Scotch brand plastic tape.
This is just a piece of plastic. It looks harmless, right? But what if I told you that this could outlive you and still damage the environment? Across Nigeria, plastic waste has become part of our daily environment. From the gutters on our streets to public parks and picnic sites, plastics are everywhere. Nature is drowning in plastic, and animals are paying the ultimate price. In our oceans, marine life often mistake toxic microplastics for food, and once swallowed, these fragments cannot be digested. They trap chemicals in the stomach and create a false fullness, leading to slow and painful starvation for these sea creatures. On land, the crisis is just as devastating. Grazing animals like goats and cows scavenge at open dump sites. They consume plastic bags wrapped around food waste, and inside their bodies, these materials knot into dense and hardened masses. It blocks their digestive tracts and cuts off nutrients, causing them a painful and slow death. Plastic pollution is not just an eyesore, it's a silent killer ravaging our wildlife. The impact of plastic pollution goes beyond animals. It affects humans as well. Over time, plastics break down into microplastics, tiny particles that have been found in our water, food, and even the air we breathe. In many areas, plastic waste is burnt, releasing harmful chemicals into the atmosphere. These toxic fumes can affect respiratory health and contribute to long-term health risks.
I'm currently a biotechnology student and in my final year.
So first of all, I just want to ask you, what is plastic?
Okay, from my understanding of plastics, plastics are materials that have gotten or formed from things like crude oil. You know that the crude oil passes through some processes, and then plastic is formed for packaging, such as drinks, such as food, and whatever it may be. So that's my understanding of plastics. Another thing is that plastics are non-biodegradable, in the sense that if you leave them outside, they don't decompose. They can be there for a long while because of the nature of how they are formed.
How do you think plastics should be disposed of?
Okay, so I think I really don't know much about plastic disposal, in the sense that I think we should reduce reliance on plastics and more biodegradable means. Because whether you burn the plastics, we know that if you burn plastics, it's releasing the chemical components, causing global warming. You know you cannot bury it because it's not degradable. It can cause land waste. You can't throw it into the sea because suffocation for the sea animals. So when you look at plastics, there's hardly any way to properly dispose them. So I think the best way is to shift to more, as I mentioned earlier, biodegradable means, such as paper. We've seen with paper boxes. I think that would.
How about the general public, the general populace in Nigeria? What would you tell them about plastic, and how would you educate them on plastic and how to deal with plastic and on proper disposal of plastic?
I think one of the things that the government could do is to get, when I travel, when you go to public spaces, there are always these baskets where you see for recyclable green plastics, for papers and for other things. So if the government could have these things in public spaces, and having those sites close to it, I think it prompts you to be able to dispose that waste properly.
My name is Adamu Amin Mahmoud. I'm a student of my university. I'm in 300 level and I study cybersecurity.
Alright, so the first question we have for you, Adamu, is what is plastic? Do you know what plastic is?
I know plastic is a byproduct of petroleum, but that's not all I know about it. Plastic is things like a lot of the cups that disposable cups, straws, etc. Even this is plastic.
How often do you think you use plastic?
Every single day.
Every single day.
Yes.
So, do you know what plastic actually does to the environment?
I know it's very damaging because it doesn't degrade properly, so it builds up very quickly, and a lot of animals they ingest it in here by the food, which causes severe harm to them.
Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea in your head about any alternatives we could have to plastic in efforts to reduce the use of plastics?
Yes, like as of recently, a lot of brands have introduced using paper straws instead of using plastic straws, and instead of using one-time disposable plastic bags, people recommend you use like tote bags when you are going around to buy things in like supermarkets, etc. Now, I feel like a lot of people simply don't care about the effects of plastic. So educating people on the actual effects of plastic and how it can affect their negative effects on their day-to-day life, like teaching people, a lot of people don't know about microplastics, and also offering easy solutions to a lot of things, letter of glass straws in those places, introducing it to them, showing them that they are reusable and etc. Things like those. I think those can have a positive effect.
What are microplastics?
Microplastics are simply very tiny plastics that you may or may not know that exist within our body.
Plastic isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's woven deeply into our daily lives and our immediate environment. But change is possible. With the right knowledge and immediate, the crisis is unfolding right now. The question is, what are we going to do about it?